Hello, what if you have the opportunity to present similar achievements to your leadership? Isn't it looking great when you proudly present the value that you bring for your organization? Yes, this talks about the benefit realized by automating manual processes to bring productivity gain and cost savings for the organization. Let us talk about a use case in pharmacovigilance operations. Consider a fictitious pharma company has been set up recently with a portfolio of only a few products. The company has a pharmacovigilance unit and all the arrangements done to detect, assess, and manage the adverse events for the products in its portfolio. As an ambitious company, it puts effort to venture into research and development of new products and expand its portfolio. As part of merger and acquisition activity, the company acquires new companies and products. The R&D and the merger and acquisition activity results in increase of the product portfolio for the company. Along with the regular sources like safety databases, the company looks for adverse events in literature reports, social media, and other research publications. The awareness amongst patients and the HCPs also increase over the period. All these activities contribute to higher inflow of the ICSRs to the company. Health authorities expect the processing for the received reports should be done on time, and this in turn puts a pressure on the market authorization holder or the company that we are talking about to increase their workforce to meet the additional demand for case processing. These are resource intensive activities and hence lead to steep increase in expenses. So what the company should do? Is there an alternative? The company realizes that if some of these processes involving ICSR processing can be automated, it will save time, money, and help accommodating the additional processing. RPA or robotic process automation comes into picture. However, can RPA solve the entire problem? First, let's look at the processes involved in the ICSR processing from complexity viewpoint. For example, activities like validation check, duplicate search, data entry can be relatively straightforward with clear rules. However, the activities like medical review, quality check may need human intelligence and decision making. The ones with clear instructions and that do not require manual intervention may be the right candidates for rule-based process automation using RPA. Full data entry activity is the activity that can be automated and brings immediate benefits. The other ICSR activities, as we discussed, the medical review, quality check, may require human intervention and either can go for intelligent automation or still remain in manual mode. If it remains in manual mode, then there has to be a handshake between the bot and the human to ensure that all the steps in ICSR processing completes with timely handoff between the case processor and the bot. This is where we say humans and machines coexist. Now we have an opportunity to automate some of the processes. Let's look into the criteria for choosing the processes for automation. First criterion is it should be repetitive. The process chosen for automation should be repetitive in nature. It should periodically, say daily or weekly, be occurring. One-time processes do not offer much benefit. Next, clear rules. The processes must be rule-based. The rules help providing clear instructions for the processes to be performed. The rules help writing the automation script. Next, it should not require human intervention, intelligence, or decision making. It will just follow the steps as per the automation script and complete the job. Next one, that the process should be of low risk, at least at the start of the automation journey. Over the period, when the automation setup is more mature, technologically advanced, and able to meet the regulatory expectations, slowly high risk processes can be included. Even though a process meets all of the mentioned criteria, if the volume of the activity is not on higher side, there would not be any benefit of the automation. Only resource intensive activities can take full advantage of the automation. Stability. If the process being considered for automation keeps changing, then it would require the automation script to be changed frequently, and that is going to be an overhead for the organization. Many times, organizations and leaders believe that automation is a silver bullet and try to fit it into every problem they see. However, it is not the case. Let us look at three criteria, that is return on investment, customers demand, and technical feasibility, to see when we should go for an automation. Here you can see there are four columns where it is crossed at the bottom. This means one should not go for an automation either because there is no return on investment or it is technically not feasible. The last column talks yes, which means when all the three criteria are met, it is advisable to go for the automation. Business users want it, it has the required return on investment, and it is technically feasible as well. The fourth column talks about positive return on investment and technical feasibility. However, there is no demand from the business users. Either they are not aware of this or some other reason. In such a scenario, the technology team can analyze the process and discuss with customer about the potential automation benefits. Now, having known about, understood about the processes, let's look at some of the product and platform vendors. There are well-established RPA product and platform vendors. Some of the names include Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, UiPath, and so on. These companies can help your organization set up an automation platform on which the bots can be built and run. You can develop the bot on your own or outsource it to external companies depending on your company's capability, priority, and policies. Let us have a quick glance on how these bots run on the RPA platform. First of all, the company will have its on-premise or cloud infrastructure. The RPA platform can be built on top of the existing infrastructure. Bots can be built and deployed on the RPA platform for the execution. The bots and the platforms are managed, upgraded throughout its life cycle of events. The robotic process automation topic is so vast and it cannot be covered in this tutorial alone. Hope this chapter at least has helped you to get going and having the right understanding, and you can explore it further. Thank you.